still not really happy with the height adjustment I did for this front seat. And I'm going to take the back out and add just a little bit more of a spacer also. I had to put these sponges in here to basically hide this metal pin. And then I have a grommet wrapped around a piece of round aluminum I used here. But I've got something better, which are these little guys right here. I'll put a link up and let's see how this works out today. Okay, I'll loosen up. So the front, what I basically have right now, is I made these up. A piece of aluminum spacer. I just happen to have some giant grommets I wrapped around it. And just wasn't happy with the finished look. So I'm going to take these out and see what I can't come up with this spacer I went ahead and bought. Okay, so basically, that looks like about what it's going to be. So this spacer fits down inside of a slot that's right in there. So let's get that. Here we are. This pin sort of fits into here. I still don't like it, so I think I'm going to take some black heat shrink and put it on there, maybe a piece on the bottom. And then I might use a little rubber washer in between these two when I go ahead and tighten that down. So again, this seat jacker, I've got some bolts to go down on the originals. They did send me some new bolts here that'll go down onto this one. And I've got some holes up here I won't be using. So I just happen to have some nice little grommets I'm going to press down in there, and that will basically fill these holes and make it look good at the same time. This heat shrink here is special. It has a clear adhesive waterproofer inside that melts and bonds. So once I put that on there, it's not going to go anywhere or slide off like some heat shrink does. So let's get that on there. Okay, so there's the two holes in the front that have been plugged with those grommets. Got the heat shrink on there, and it's a nice snug fit. Same with this one here. So I just need to bring this heat shrink out to the truck, and those silver pins, I need to go ahead and cover those things so that when they fit down in here, they'll be nice and snug, and at the same time, no possibility for rattling. Okay, so there's the silver pins there with the heat shrink. I'll go ahead and put the adapter on and get this tightened down. Of course, we're going to use some thread locker, high strength. And that'll take care of the front. I'll leave everything kind of loose for now. So I want to bring the backs up just a little bit. And the spacer's in there. Bolts are tight. You can crank these right down without worrying too much about snapping them off. They're pretty strong. And then I'm going to just loosely put in the top so I can come back here to the rear and readjust that one, bring it up just a little bit. Not much. The thickness of one of these washers. Just a little bit. And then that'll be it for this seat here. Again, it's good for people that are really short, so they can actually see over the dash. So this is basically the nylon spacer I have for the back of the seat. Got that a long time ago, years ago, and I'm going to add just a little bit of space. Put this on the bottom, one of these on top before the seat goes down on it. The sponge is just to dress it up, and as a filler for these little caps here. And that'll dress this up, make it look pretty good at the same time, increase the height. Okay, so these are torqued down here. Got some spacers in there. Again, this is just a filler to hide the spacer that's in there. It's gray. And I like it to be able to fill up this thing here. So that way it ends up looking like this. And there's the finished product in the back. Again, the foam is just a filler. So when you put these on, it just doesn't look like they're floating. It looks dorky. So let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. We'll have one last look. There's the vents I put on, the screens and stuff. That's on a different video. Alright, in the front, it's a lot better. More finished off. Get the heat shrink. Got these posts on here. I went with the metal to metal instead of a rubber washer, which I would have just crushed anyway. And there's the one on the other side. Nice and sturdy. All torqued down, and again, it adds quite a bit of lift, even though it doesn't look like it. Quite a bit of lift to the front seat. So my wife's going to love this. That's it. Go ahead and get this on YouTube and let you guys have a look. I'll give you a link for this.